Hey, can't even see who it is. Hey, who is the dude? Who is the dude?
And that right there is why Gervonta Davis fights don't go the distance.
Tank Davis is getting ready for what could be one of the most thrilling matchups of his career as he faces Lamont Roach on March 1st. If you've seen his recent training clips, you know Tank isn't just preparing for any fight. He's getting ready to show off his lightning-fast speed, explosive power, and pinpoint accuracy. Fans are in awe of his incredible skills, and it's clear why. Tank has been putting in serious work, pushing both his body and mind to the max, all in the pursuit of staying undefeated in the ring.
I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go.
The training footage Tank has been sharing lately speaks for itself, with his incredible hand speed leaving fans wondering how anyone could stand a chance against him. But it's not just about fast hands. Tank's discipline, footwork, and sharp boxing IQ make him a serious threat to anyone in the ring, including Lamont Roach. Tank's training routine is unlike any other fighter's. It's a meticulously planned and structured program designed to push his body, build mental toughness, and prepare him for every part of the fight. Tank's day starts bright and early at 4:30 a.m. He begins by hydrating, knowing how important it is to replenish his body after a night's rest. Drinking a glass of water may seem simple, but it's a key part of his morning routine. After that, he spends about 15 minutes stretching and doing yoga, preparing his body for the day ahead. These movements help him get in the right mindset and ready for the tough training to come. Tank knows mental clarity is just as important as physical readiness, so he uses these early moments to clear his mind, focusing on his goals and the big fight ahead. He doesn't rush through this. It's essential for him to mentally prepare before diving into the demanding training that follows. By 5:30 a.m., Tank is fueling up with a carefully planned breakfast to power him through his intense morning training. His meal consists of 6 egg whites, oatmeal with bananas and honey, and a protein shake. This isn't just any breakfast. It's been designed in collaboration with his trainer and nutritionist to give him the right balance of protein, carbs, and healthy fats. The oatmeal provides long-lasting energy, while the eggs help repair and rebuild muscles after his workout. The bananas and honey offer a quick energy boost, and the protein shake ensures his muscles are properly nourished after a night of recovery. At 6 a.m., Tank hits the road for his training, starting with a 5.5-mile run. But this isn't just a leisurely jog. Tank is pushing himself hard. He alternates between sprints, hill runs, and trail running. Each change in pace targets different aspects of his conditioning. The sprints help build explosive power, while the hill runs focus on stamina and endurance. Trail running, with its unpredictability, is key for building mental toughness. Every part of this run is designed to take his training to the next level.
Obviously a superstar, but just because it's who he is, this don't change no program that I got going on. I'm here to win. I've been coming to win. And I think the same result will happen on December the 14th.
The uneven terrain demands focus and balance, and Tank fully embraces the challenge. He constantly pushes his body to its limits, knowing that every step brings him closer to his goal of being the best in the ring. He does all of this without any distractions. No music, no outside noise. It's just Tank, the sound of his feet hitting the pavement, and his intense focus that drives him forward. His runs aren't just about building physical stamina, they're about strengthening his mind. By the time he finishes, Tank has not only trained his body, but also sharpened his mental toughness for the day ahead. By 8 a.m., Tank is back in the gym for some serious boxing training. He starts with 3 rounds of shadow boxing, focusing on perfecting his technique, footwork, and form. Tank isn't just going through the motions. He's thinking about each punch, every movement, ensuring everything is sharp and precise. After shadow boxing, he moves on to the speed bag, double end bag, and heavy bag, all essential for improving his hand speed, accuracy, and punch power. His ability to throw rapid combinations, as seen in his training footage, is one of his biggest strengths, and this part of the routine keeps his hands lightning fast. Tank then switches to jump rope exercises, spending 15 minutes building his footwork and agility. Jumping rope may seem simple, but it's a powerful tool for increasing stamina, coordination, and foot speed. These quick, repetitive movements help Tank stay agile enough to dodge punches and close the distance on his opponents. By 11 a.m., Tank shifts to strength and conditioning. It's not just about boxing technique. He's focused on building the muscle and power needed to back up those punches.
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not.
Tank's strength training routine includes compound exercises like deadlifts, squats, and pull-ups to build full body strength. These movements are meant to make him stronger, faster, and more explosive in the ring. He also focuses on his core, using exercises like medicine ball throws and rotational movements that enhance the power in his punches. These explosive exercises teach his body to generate maximum force with every strike. Tank's strength training is all about increasing his physical power, ensuring that when he lands a punch, it has the knockout potential to end the fight.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
After hitting the weights, Tank focuses on recovery. He takes ice baths to reduce muscle soreness and inflammation, and he gets regular massages to keep his muscles loose and flexible. Recovery is just as crucial as training, and Tank is very careful about keeping his body in peak condition. He also stretches throughout the day to maintain flexibility and prevent injuries. By 4 p.m., it's time for another round of cardio. This second session isn't just about staying in shape or maintaining weight. Tank uses it to further boost his endurance.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Tank keeps his cardio routine fresh by mixing swimming, biking, rowing, and circuit training with bodyweight exercises. This variety prevents his body from adapting to just one movement and boosts his cardiovascular fitness, which is key for lasting through the full rounds of a fight. Tank knows that being powerful isn't enough. He needs the endurance to keep up his strength in the later rounds. These cardio sessions are all about pushing through fatigue while maintaining power. Sparring is also a critical part of his preparation, and Tank spars 3 times a week. These sessions let him work on his technique and sharpen his skills with an opponent. Sparring stands out from other training because it mimics what happens in the ring. His training team makes sure every sparring session is intense and focused, targeting specific areas for improvement. Tank also reviews footage of his sparring and training to analyze his performance. This video analysis helps him spot weaknesses and fix them before the big fight.
Stop closing up. Gotta let it go.
In the evening, Tank shifts his focus to mental preparation. He knows that boxing isn't just about physical strength, it's also about mental toughness. Every day, Tank practices visualization, meditation, and mental coaching to ensure he's in the right mindset for a fight. He visualizes every moment, from the first round to the final bell, and works on managing stress, staying focused under pressure, and handling the mental challenges of being a professional fighter. Tank understands that the right mindset can be a game changer, so he takes his mental preparation very seriously. At the end of his day, Tank makes sure to unwind and get the rest he needs. He ensures he gets at least 8 hours of sleep each night, allowing his body to recover and repair. Tank also prioritizes active recovery and joint health, making sure his body stays in top shape. Before calling it a day, he checks in with his team to make sure everything is on track for his fight against Lamont Roach. Tank's hard work has left fans speechless, with many blown away by the footage of his training. Comments have flooded in, praising his incredible hand speed and overall skill. One fan simply wrote, "Incredible," while another said, "He's on another level." It's clear Tank is ready for the challenge ahead, and with the way he's training, it's hard to imagine anyone stopping him. Fans are already predicting that Tank versus Roach might not last long, and with Tank's preparation, they may be right. He's bringing his best to this fight, and it's going to be a must-watch. The back and forth between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. continues to fuel the fire as their showdown draws closer. What started as a rivalry online has turned into full-blown drama, making this one of the most talked-about matchups in recent weeks. Although the fight initially didn't get much excitement from fans, the heated exchanges between the two have given the build-up a whole new level of energy.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all that people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together.
The tension started a week ago when Roach, seemingly trying to get under Tank's skin, made a provocative statement. He suggested that Davis needed to spar with heavier opponents to prepare for their fight, implying that the WBA lightweight champion might not be up to the challenge. Roach's sharp words seemed to question Tank's readiness and tried to stir the pot, but Tank wasn't bothered. In true Tank fashion, he didn't engage in a war of words. Instead, he promised to let his fists do the talking in the ring. Roach quickly realized he had bitten off more than he could handle when Tank's response left him speechless.
No one's been able to solve Tank Davis. What do you need to do together with you and your team and obviously your son to score that victory?
We got a game plan. We're going to execute it, and we're going to get the
Move
results.
that head, bob and weave.
For a week, it seemed like the trash talk had cooled off, but it was clear this rivalry wasn't over. Lamont, unable to resist, decided to stir the pot once again. This time just before a major NFL game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Commanders. In his usual style, Roach took a jab at the Ravens, but the conversation quickly shifted to Davis and his upcoming fight with Roach. One fan, commenting on the rivalry between the Washington team and the Ravens, threw in a dig at Roach's fight, saying, "We're whipping DC for the rest of the year. Ravens today, Tank in March." It was a direct shot at Roach, with the fan predicting his defeat at the hands of Tank.
My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you,
They gonna celebrate with me. You hear me?
Don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His followers up here shaking.
Roach, ever the proud DC native, wasn't having it. His reply, "This is different over here," was a bold, though futile, attempt to save face. But Tank wasn't done. He quickly shot back, saying, "Yeah, you asking for it?" The sharpness of Tank's response caught Roach off guard. Instead of fueling the fire, Roach could only respond with a helpless emoji. It was clear that Tank wasn't backing down, and the exchange served as a reminder of just how much tension was building as their fight approached.
People who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Lamont's humiliation didn't end there. His attempts to provoke Davis came at the same time as a crushing defeat for his Washington Commanders in their Week 6 NFL matchup. The Baltimore Ravens triumphed with a 30-23 victory, and Lamar Jackson played a key role in tearing apart Washington's defense. To make matters worse, Derrick Henry's 2-touchdown performance only added insult to injury. For Lamont, it must have been a tough Sunday, not just because of the online smack talk, but also because his football team had been thoroughly outplayed by the Ravens. This defeat only intensified the rivalry, adding another layer to the already heated build-up to his fight with Tank.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9th?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling you saying you going down in a night?
At first, fans weren't too excited about the idea of Davis versus Roach, but the drama that's unfolded online has added an intriguing twist to the fight. With the date set for March 1st, the anticipation is slowly building. Fans have always expected Tank to come out on top, thanks to his undefeated record, but Roach's insistence on making this a competitive contest, along with his recent social media banter, has turned it into more than just another easy win for Davis. As the fight approaches, Roach has vowed to deliver his best performance and show the world why he deserves this shot.
Would you consider you and Gervonta friends?
Friends, probably.
Is it going to be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not at all.
Are you all going to be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
Both making money.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him bleed.
Oh, true. Okay.
The fight is set to take place at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, and it's expected to be a defining moment in both fighters' careers. While most of the boxing world views this as a clear victory for Tank, Lamont Roach has managed to shift the narrative with his online antics and bold statements. What was once seen as a one-sided affair is now shaping up to be a much more compelling contest. Fans who were initially indifferent to the matchup are now intrigued, wondering if the trash talk will actually translate into a fight worth watching.
Yes, indeed, man. I watched a few of your amateur fights, right? I didn't know that you and Tank fought many years ago as well, man.
While the main event is certainly drawing attention, it's the undercard that's really heating up. The addition of high-profile fights is turning the entire card into something much more than just a title bout. Fans are especially excited for the return of former WBC middleweight champion Jermall Charlo, who's looking to make a comeback after a long hiatus. Charlo is expected to face Thomas Lamana, and his performance could be a pivotal moment as he works to rebuild his standing in the middleweight division. But the real showstopper on the undercard is the rematch between Stephen Fulton and Brandon Figueroa. Their first fight was a classic, and fans can't wait to see how the second one unfolds. The rivalry between these two has been brewing for some time, and the stakes are high for both fighters.
How much you want back? How much you want it back? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet. What's your name? Al, where you from?
Adding to the excitement is the inclusion of David Benavidez in the co-main event, where he will face Jesse Hart. Benavidez is one of the hottest prospects in boxing right now, and his matchup against Hart is expected to be thrilling. With so many compelling fights on the undercard, there's no doubt this event will offer more than just the Tank versus Roach fight. The entire night is shaping up to be packed with action, and fans are already buzzing about what to expect. Gervonta Tank Davis is looking in great shape as his fight approaches, with his weight already low and nearly at his fighting weight. His physique stands in sharp contrast to fighters like Keyshawn Davis, who often appears more like a welterweight during camp before cutting down to 135 pounds. Tank, on the other hand, is a natural lightweight, and there's no indication that he's trying to manipulate his weight in extreme ways. Interestingly, Tank's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, has been absent from his recent camps, leading to speculation about whether there's been a parting of ways between the two. While there's been no official confirmation, this raises questions about Tank's camp dynamics ahead of his next big fight.
And I mean, it's going to go, Tank going to be losing the first 3 rounds. Then he's going to download the data. Then he going to knock this dude out in round 7 or 8. Then he going to do the backflip. Then Jim Gray's going to get in the ring, or Caleb Plant's away and say, who do you want next? And Tank's going to say, I want all those guys. And they're going to go to the press conference, and Elliot Setback's going to say, who do you want next? He say, I want all the guys. This is a pretty much Tank's.
Leonard Ellerbe, who has closely worked with Gervonta Davis, recently spoke about the changes in Tank's outlook on boxing, especially since becoming a father. In an interview with the Laboratory with Plauz, Ellerbe explained how parenthood can reshape one's perspective, stating, "Things are different when you have kids. It changes your life." Tank's earlier ambitions might have shifted, as he's now contemplating retirement after just a few more fights. Ellerbe also touched on the frustration that many top athletes feel, even after achieving tremendous success, never feeling like they're truly good enough. He highlighted the delicate balance between career and personal life, acknowledging that while fans want to see their favorite fighters continue, they often overlook the physical and mental toll boxing takes on a fighter's health.
Opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to conquer it. Everybody know what I'm coming to do. If you don't, then shit, you're going to be in for a surprise. I know he won't be surprised. I think he actually.
It's still uncertain whether Gervonta Davis's retirement will be permanent or if he'll return in a year or so for the right offer. Given his immense popularity, it's hard to imagine Tank not being drawn back by a lucrative opportunity, suggesting his passion for the sport may not be entirely gone just yet. But for now, all eyes are on his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach. What are your thoughts on this? Be sure to share them below and subscribe for more updates.